Well known, huh?
Wow. Peace.
All right, well,
Wash up, walk.
well, so we're editing all of that out, so no one's ever going to see this. But allegedly. Oh, my God, that's a main.
Thank you.
We'll just start there.
Hi.
Boys and girls, welcome back to the Wash Walk-Ons podcast. George, thanks for having us out to the compound. Love you, bud.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for being here, boys.
You are.
Hi.
This is impressive,
Thank you.
to say the least. I mean, this is like. This has taken a while to put together.
It has, yeah. This, this part. It's been a dream. Wanted to have this. I had the old barn, which is connected over there. Lifted out of there for 2 years, and finally figured out the best layout for this. The field with it too. You know, we had to dig down like 12 feet to put the field up there. Had to dig out a lot of this side of this hill as well to put this barn here, but it's here now. It's been working great for us. We're excited to have it, and I don't know. It's everything that I need, so I never have to leave my house now.
Is that why you just don't want to leave your house? Because most NFL players, regardless of how good they are, don't think have their own personal training facilities.
He laughs.
I like, you know what? One of the things I really appreciate about Iowa was that, like, the guys build the character and the culture of the building. And so now it's my building, and I can build the character and the culture of it, and I can invite who I want to train with. I can put guys around me that I want to be around. And if I don't like you, I don't have to train with you.
Vibe.
I like that.
So getting the George Kittle invite to come train is kind of like getting the invite to go on Rogan's podcast. It's
Or
kinda
the
like-
White House.
It means something.
Well, so, like, I invite everybody, and then you have to give me a reason to not be here anymore.
Like stepping on the boards over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
one
a
of them.
start.
That's a start.
That's a start to you never being invited back.
Strike one.
Yeah, you know,
Strike one was you just being you. Strike two was stepping on the boards.
You don't have to name any names. Has anyone not been invited back yet?
a couple, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it was cool. We're up on the field. None of this was here. Like
No.
the retaining wall, everything has been put in.
Everything is, yeah. Retaining wall, fence, everything's brand new. The only thing that was here was the barn.
We're gonna, and it was not like it is now.
No.
Yeah, of course. So for those listening and that follow along, we're probably gonna do a little walk around tour once George goes off and. There's 100 people on the compound right now who have invaded George's property. He's gonna go off and do like a commercial or something. We're probably gonna do a little tour around here. We're just like 20 feet from the field that sits up a little higher, and it's unbelievable, man. It's
I structured it like Iowa, too. It goes food, kind of locker room,
you built the complex.
gym,
You built the
field. Literally.
No,
yeah.
no PTSD from that. It's just like,
No, he took it a step further where you actually sleep at the complex. like they always wanted it to be.
I know.
we always joked about
Actually, I have one of those little inflatable banana beds.
that. No.
No, I do not.
The smooth bag?
I would never have
you remember those?
They still have them, I know. They still use them.
Oh, man, that was
You know, they stay the night at the hotel closest
Right across
to
the way.
Yeah, genius.
There's-
and
There's no more vans.
There's
dude.
no more
There's
two-
no more van PTSD. There's nothing.
dude, those vans were just hell.
There's no more two-a-days, George.
I know, dude. They got
Which I
soft.
know, like, you guys in the NFL are like,
Oh no, I don't want those. But in college, you definitely need them.
kind of need them, right?
You need them. I don't know, Kluge, you're a long snapper, but everybody else 100% needed them.
George?
You could have rolled out of bed and snapped the ball.
You're right.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you know what? Sometimes I did.
I know you did.
Uh,
I'm happy for that because I don't remember. Did Kluver ever have a bad snap?
He had a couple like iffy ones, but never one.
Do you remember Ron Calusi running the other way against Michigan?
You have to remember.
That was a
dude.
bit of a bad snap.
That hit his forehead instead of his hip.
Sure.
Yeah,
Also,
just don't
It
hit him.
worked out though. We got a first down.
Dude, Calusi. I love Ron.
Dylan Kidd had to catch one at his face one time against Northwestern and went through his hands.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's why they're punters.
Am
man.
I still a long snapper 6 years later, or am I just a guy now who runs a podcast?
Always.
No, you're a podcaster who used to play long snapper.
Which is bad, right?
It
It's
could be
even
worse.
Like, no. Like I don't know if it can get worse. A long snapper turned podcaster is like the worst.
Wait, what else does he do? Does he do CrossFit? Because as long as he doesn't do CrossFit, it's okay.
Funny you ask, George.
So,
Funny you ask.
So, we're gonna get a workout in after this, and
we are.
because I do CrossFit, that workout's gonna be modified because my back is hurt right now.
Oh.
So,
What's on the menu for the workout today, George?
I think it's a lower body lift today. Getting back into it. I took a week off just for the body after spring ball, and Oh, yeah, we get right back into it. So I think we'll probably squat today, a little front squatty action. Still only front squat, and it's the best.
Do you actually?
Yeah, see, I haven't back squatted in 10 years.
Do you actually
What about
love
the
it though?
single
Oh, I
leg
love
back
front
squat?
squat.
You don't feel like you're getting choked out?
No.
We used to do single leg stuff on the back.
Yeah, well, you know, and nothing over like 225, though.
Yeah.
I don't, but I haven't put more than 225 on my back since like my freshman year of college.
Yeah, you always front squatted in college too, right?
I had a back injury in high school. I had like a stress fracture, one of my vertebrae, and one of my like L6 or something like that. And then, so I was like, you don't need a back squat. You should just front squat. And I'm very glad that I did.
I always thought it was because you were one of those guys with horrible wrist mobility who had to use the straps.
I also have horrible wrist
Yeah,
mobility.
well, most people do. Turns out hang cleaning with straps on,
Cheating?
cheating, but also not good for your wrists.
No, it's not.
I'm
Which
surprised we didn't end up with more broken arms. Guys throwing around that much weight with straps on, arm getting
or
stuck.
elbow tendons that just snap
the
off.
snap.
But we put up some pretty.
We were strong
But,
as a
but,
fucking
but
ox.
God damn it, Iowa had the biggest hang clean average on earth.
Yeah.
Were you guys in the weight room when you watched Brandon Sheriff do it?
Yep.
Yes.
That was like our first week on campus.
Yeah, it
you weren't
was.
there, Clue.
I was I watched him do it. That when he
That
broke
It was in the summer, dude.
when he broke the record. I
You weren't there the summer program.
I wasn't there in the summer, but I swear to God I watched Sheriff do that.
He might have. No, he did it.
He re-broke it, but the first
He
time.
re-broke it.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure. Was it like 400 or 450?
It was like
Well, worse.
It was like
came along,
430 for a
Oh, no,
triple or
worse.
something
Crazy.
stupid.
and I watched that one as well. No, I didn't because that was the ones we'd left.
Tristan, wow.
Unbelievable.
What a huge.
Dude, speaking of Tristan, you know what he weighs now?
I'm going to guess 350.
I was gonna say 340.
365.
I don't know, he's a big
360.
boy. Jeez.
Tristan Wirfs weighs 360.
So he just posted a picture the other day with one of his teammates. They were in
Yeah.
the, they were in
Holy cow. I was about to say, he's got some incredible ink, too. Holy cow.
Oh,
yeah.
he's jadded up.
So him and he posted 700 pounds of beef. And I was like, 700?
How does that work?
And he's like, well, technically 680 because I'm 360 and he's 320.
Oh my
like,
God.
You weigh how much?
How does he move like he does?
Because he's a freak of nature.
That's actually insane.
There's people at 360 that can't get out of bed.
Yeah. There's people at 250 that can't get out of bed.
All right, George, bigger
Sorry,
freak.
hi. What's up?
Bigger freak, Trent Williams or Tristan?
I haven't played with Tristan.
But just like athletic freak.
I mean, like right now, it's Trent Williams is still like God's gift to mankind.
I really think that Tristan is.
Tristan is on his way.
The next evolution.
Yeah, I think Tristan's the closest thing to Trent Williams that I've ever seen.
I would agree with that.
But like when you see Trent Williams go up and there's an incline and he's like, I got to hit my warm up and it's 315. You're just like, his incline bench press. You're like, oh, that looks fun. And then he'll put 6 plates on a squat rack and just rep it for 10. That could be his first or second set. You're just like, oh. He's like, yeah, lifting's not very exciting for me because I'm just really strong. I'm like, that must be nice, dude. Must be
That's
nice.
so stupid. That's why I really think like so we have our best athletes playing football, right? And basketball in the United States.
Football, basketball,
If we wanted to dominate the world scene in powerlifting and Olympic lifting, we could.
or soccer. You could.
But
Yeah, Trent Williams would dominate. Tristan Wirfs would dominate.
but they're playing football.
Does Trent Williams play forward if he drops 150 pounds?
in soccer.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe.
That would be absurd.
He's just nailing it from half field or mid, whatever they call it, midfield.
It's crazy. Trent has like his lower half looks like mine. Now, granted, it's definitely like thicker, but like it's like lean as shit. And then his upper body just looks like a silverback gorilla.
Dump truck.
I was about to make a dick joke, but I just let it slide.
A lot of dick jokes on this podcast. You recently,
Big, thick lower body.
Right before we did this podcast, you were in the tub.
I was.
How was that?
It was wonderful. I got 2. The spa area just got done. Hot tub, ice tub, sauna, extra ice tub. This company called Redwood Outdoors hooked me up with it. It was awesome. Whole thing.
You got shingles on your sauna, dude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you have a shingled sauna.
I do.
That's
insane.
badass.
Thank you.
And
Shout
this
out-
was just put in like within the month.
Yeah. So we.
That's got to be insulated, right? Because heat rises.
Yeah, the cement was poured a couple months ago. All the stuff was delivered like back during the season, kind of sat in boxes. Cement was finally poured.
Pictures
Shout
will
out
be
Bruce and
on the
Jan,
thing.
my mom and dad, and Marty, Claire's dad. They set up most of it, and then got the fence up. All the outlets are in, and it's been running for like 2 weeks now.
We rolled up and Marty's just in the skid loader just doing work.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there's just there's always things happening.
Marty spends more time in that skid loader than he does anywhere else.
If I had a skid loader, I would too.
Yeah.
The football field, like I said, we had to dig down 11 feet to make it level. And he dug out about 4 to 6 feet of most of it with that skid loader. He was doing like 16-hour days.
Oh my God.
It was incredible. I mean, he saved me thousands.
Because otherwise you have to pay someone to dig all that out.
I saved me thousands of dollars.
That's unreal.
And literally, I think we got him that as like his birthday gift or something like that.
Oh,
the
he'd
Bobcat.
love that.
It was so sick. He was like, "Hey, this is used and for sale." We were like, "Yes."
We rolled up and Kevin's like, "Who's in the fucking skid loader?"
It's Marty.
Claire can come in.
Yeah, she can come.
Just make a podcast appearance. So where this is cut, where the door's opening right now, that was where the barn stopped.
Yeah, so like that's the same door that went outside.
And now you've just added on to this.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
My
what do we
breakfast
got
coming.
here?
You're shitting me.
Yeah, I gotta eat. Here you go.
Kid's got to fuel himself.
Yeah, this is Tyler.
Hello.
Hey, Tyler. Thanks, man.
What up, Tyler? Looks like you whipped up a pretty
gets
great
brought-
meal, Tyler.
Something like
That's a good
Is
meal.
this
How many calories are we consuming a day?
this
George?
is like,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
little
I just need to eat some food.
scrambled eggs, blueberry jam, Applegate sausage, watermelon blueberries, George's favorite Eggo waffles, and fresh green OJ.
Let's go.
You're a fucking legend.
Thank you, Tyler.
Shout out to you, Tyler.
Unbelievable mid-podcast breakfast.
No. I didn't think you guys would mind.
Not at all.
Tyler, can you push that button? Thank you. Best thing about Tyler, too, his last name is Good Enough. Literally.
His
Good Enough.
wow.
His name is Tyler Good Enough.
Are you looking
No
up?
way.
I swear to God.
He changed that.
And
That's not
art?
right.
No, it's real.
Are those real waffles or are those straight up blueberry Eggos?
These are straight up blueberry Eggos.
I love it. It's so amazing.
I love Eggos.
That's
Thanks, guys.
that's unbelievable. And this is quite possibly the best content we've ever had. We just had George brought his breakfast on the podcast live, and he's eating it. Orange juice. So there's a fair amount of carbs already in the diet early in the morning. Is that an everyday thing?
My breakfasts get significantly bigger in June and July because I'm bulking for the season.
Okay, so you're trying to put on size here.
Because I'm going to lose like 6 pounds at training camp. So
Yeah.
like I try to get up to like upper 240s. So then like by the time I'm done with training camp, I'm like 243.
Do you have someone managing that, or do you just kind of know?
No, I kind of,
Because I'm nerdy about that stuff. With we make fun about CrossFit and stuff, but
I tried to be nerdy about it for a little bit. And then it was just way too much information 24/7.
it's a lot.
And now it's just like, as long as I eat 3 big meals and like 2 small ones a day, I'm usually pretty good.
I'm guessing you're probably 5,000 to 6,000 calories in.
Yeah. And then throwing like 3 or 4 protein shakes a day.
Professional athlete. And this is the difference between the washed up walk-ons and George Kittle.
My chef or?
We had cereal from the hotel this morning.
How was that?
We got that on camera too.
What's the top cereal? This was a big debate.
We did a top 5
in
cereals.
the walk-on army.
And Kevin put Raisin Bran at the top.
And life.
2 solid cereals.
George.
Not my number one. Not my number
That
one.
doesn't make a top
That
5.
No,
was, it
no.
was very controversial
Life,
when I said
life
that.
is that's
Let's go, baby.
hey, life is really good, and Raisin Bran is significantly better the older you get.
Yeah, clearly.
Literally, like I was like, oh, this is gross, and like my third year of college was like, why is this shit slapping right now? Like this is good.
Okay, but what's your number one?
My number one, Cookie Crisp.
That was on Drake's
That's
list.
on my list.
Just straight cookies.
You're just eating. You're just eating cookies and milk.
Part of a well balanced breakfast.
Does it come in a cereal box?
Yeah.
Do you put milk with it?
Yeah.
That's a cereal.
Yeah, I agree.
I absolutely love Cookie Crisp. I would say Lucky Charms
Okay,
is
there
one
we-
of the, is
there
the
we go.
top one for me.
Fruity Pebbles.
No, it's
Fruity, no.
I do like that's like a special. Like if it's available, I might have it like once, but like not an everyday. Like I could do Cookie Crisp.
Crunch berries?
Oh yeah, Crunch Berry. I'm a big Captain Crunch guy. Love.
Don't be scared to take bites. By the way,
I won't.
I want this to be
But
full
yeah,
on.
no,
Just
Captain Crunch is one of my favorite. Let's see. Besides that,
Do you have like a callous top of your mouth after you eat Captain Crunch though?
oh yeah,
it's just
I
torn
get Bill's
apart.
character. That's what it
Builds
does.
character. Tight end, you.
What's up?
You're tight end. None of us played tight end. I don't even think I could play tight
I've
end.
played tight end a couple times.
I probably couldn't even play tight end for a high school team right now. But
You guys don't like that joke.
Maybe. You chill. Drake Kulik, everybody. 8 a.m.
you
Yeah. What about tight end? You?
we're here for it.
Yeah, you are. You have access. Not a lot of people have access.
Do we have access?
Yeah. You guys are on the list.
Fuck yeah. Because I had no idea. We spent like money to come down here, and I was like, I don't know if we can even get.
Yeah, you got access.
That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, you guys.
Thanks for that.
We had the Tuesday night party on the rooftop of the Thompson. Wednesday night party, and you can come to all the field work and all that stuff. Yeah, you guys have passes.
I might have to change my flight.
So we have access.
That's on you. Yeah,
Dude,
Ward's
listen to
leaving.
this. Listen to this.
It's tough.
Yeah,
George,
you're gonna
Ward not on the list right
You're
now.
gonna love this, George.
What is he going back for?
Hold on. It's not. He's going back because he acts like he doesn't make enough money. So he's got to make more. He owns the fucking company. So we'll start with that. Okay, but where we're really gonna start is Kevin saying for the longest time he doesn't know if he can make it. He's his own boss. Okay.
You're your own boss.
He has
That
somebody
is-
that
that is
works
not true.
under him who, when that guy works, Kevin makes money for it, okay? So he gets to call his shots.
George knows my boss very well. I promise you I have a boss.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But
He
you could be
says,
here this
I don't know if I can be here. Then about a week ago, he's like, oh, I can come. We're like, yeah, Kevin, we know you could come. He booked a flight to be here for 30 hours. 16 of those spent asleep.
Or on the plane.
We're going to make the most out of the rest of them.
Oh my gosh, Wardy. So you're not gonna stay?
I'm-
We rented out.
I'm awfully tempted.
We rented out
We're gonna have to look
we
at-
rented out a fraternity house for our Wednesday night party.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
Is that the one you took the picture in front of with?
That was all Photoshop. Thank you though.
Oh wow.
Good
that's-
editing, Amanda.
That's
Great job.
Photoshop.
No, but yeah, we rented that out. It's we're mildly fraternity themed this year. We got the Greek letters and all of our tight end U stuff.
Grant was in a frat.
And if I heard correctly, Gronk is showing up to tight end U this year?
He has confirmed an invite. Well, I can't wait to give him a hug when he shows up.
Holy shit. He's
This feels like it's Gronk themed, not even just frat
yeah,
themed.
it's just Gronk.
I think when I told him that we rented out a fraternity house, he just started giggling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. He was like, oh
Gronk
boy.
is the fucking man, dude.
I know,
He's gonna party until he's dead.
I know. I
It
can't
is what it
wait.
is.
I'm very excited to hang out with Gronk.
The idea for tight end U was that literally birthed out of just like your soul being, and you're like, dude, I would just love to bring tight ends because there was already people training down here, right, at the barn. Drake was here. You guys were all working out multiple summers ago.
It was like a combined effort. I know I was training down here. I got like Tunyon to come down, Hawkinson. I think there was like 7 or 8 of us training together like
Yeah.
every single day. Or like we go down to a high school and we run routes and like do speed stuff. There's like 10 of us there. And so it was a 2020 season. Greg Olson was with Seattle.
Yep.
And like he wasn't playing the last game of the season. I was like, hey Greg, why don't you come down to Nashville? Show us your thing or two, because he was saying he was going to retire. He's like, that's a good idea. We'll connect.
Pretty good tight end.
Yeah, Greg Olson, absolute savage. But
Did he get in the Hall of Fame yet?
No,
You have to wait
you
like
got to wait a couple years.
5 years, I think.
Yeah, but he, because I called him again. He hit me up. He was like, hey, I was thinking about coming down to Nashville, this tight end thing. He was like, what if we invited a couple more guys and kind of made a deal of it? And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How many guys we thinking? He was like, oh, like 20 max. Well, then you start making like the list of
Right.
who you're going to invite, and I'm way too nice and too inclusive to exclude people, and I'm just
which is another thing I want to talk about.
yeah,
but
I'm just like, I have to invite everybody. And then it turns out we had like 50 guys the first year. We had 85 guys last year. I think this year we're like 75, 80. Which is a great number, because if you get too many, there's a lot going on. No, we're really excited for it. But yeah, the whole point is just, bring guys together, form a little bit of a brotherhood. Guys have friends now on every single team in the NFL. And then it's cool this year. I get to talk a lot about outside zone, some gap scheme runs. Travis is breaking down routes and coverages, which will be very interesting. And Jordan Reed is coming to talk releases. One of the filthiest route runners as a tight end to ever do it. And then I think Gronk's going to talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
Winning?
yeah.
He's really good at that.
I asked him to talk mindset and yak, so I just put together a highlight video of his top 10 best runs. And I was like, can't wait
That's
to
a
see it.
hell of a highlight video.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So I'm pretty excited.
Are we going to talk about tight ends getting paid as much as they should? Because what a tight end gets paid versus what a
Wide receiver?
wide receiver gets paid?
No, look,
Travis Kelce is a big wide receiver.
So
by the way.
let's go. You take 3/4 of a receiver contract, 3/4 of a left tackle contract, add them together, and that's what a tight end should make.
Jesus, that'd be a lot of money.
Yep.
just 25 to 30, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Look, here's
Slight.
my thing. And look, everybody that gets paid in the NFL, I'm so happy for them. I do not care if, everybody deserves what they get paid. Who was the guy? Christian Kirk went to Jacksonville and
Yep.
crushed the
Oh,
wide
yeah.
receiver market, right?
Killed it.
Exploded it, right? And I think he got 22. He was at 20 a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, this is my thing. He's a very good football player.
Yep.
But I think if you polled every single NFL fan, 90 to 100% of them would choose Travis Kelce. If you had to pick one for your team, you'd pick Travis Kelce over him.
It's not even a
And nothing against him. Travis Kelce's just really good at what he does.
Right.
How does Travis Kelce make $14 million and he makes 20?
Yeah, it's not.
That's the thing that bothers me. It's just like, look, Travis Kelce's led the NFL in receiving yards for 6 years. So I think it's him and Devontae Adams.
Has he really?
Yeah, he's like
in his career
in the last 6 years.
That's unbelievable.
He's like Devontae Adams has like a couple hundred more than him, or he's leading him. But it's just like, how does someone do that and then they make $14 million? And most of his career, he was making like 8 to 10. So it's frustrating for me. And I feel like no one does what I do. No one can do everything. No one's out there 100% of the snaps doing run game, pass proing defensive ends. No one does that. So, hey, pay me like that as well. And so it's just like, it's frustrating when you see, and like, again, guys deserve to get paid.
I think the long snappers need more.
So back to this. We'll get there. And continually, Hawkinson's coming up for a new deal. More guys are coming up for new deals. And so we've seen guys that keep setting the bar, and we'll raise it up at some point.
So is it a lot of this like peer pressure? Like, hey man, don't settle, hold out for more.
You're
set the
you're
market for the rest of
you're
us. Hey,
texting
man.
Hawk.
That's kind of what Saquon's doing right now.
It is
He's
for the
trying-
boys.
He's trying to do it for the boys. He wants to. It was like, you can't really reset the market. It's very hard to reset the market if you stay on your team because no one's bidding for you.
True.
Right?
I don't understand how all this works too. As the money keeps going up and up and up, the teams have salary caps, right? Like
Salary cap goes up every year.
the salary cap.
The salary cap is going up every year.
Pay the long snapper less.
But you can also
pay the tight end more.
It's like, this is a very butchered version of it, but like you can sign guys to these big deals, and then you can just push the money towards it back, and then you don't really have to deal with
Make
that money
it signing
until.
bonus. Make it all this.
Then you don't
weird-
have to deal with that, like the cap hits and all that stuff, until later.
The business, the financial side of the NFL, fascinating, but I'm glad that I don't have to deal with it because it is confusing. And
Yeah, like one that made no sense to me, like the Rams last year, they signed Bobby Wagner to it was like a 5-year, $50 million deal or something like that. And you're like, well, he's not going to play 5 years. I think Bobby's like 32, 33. Like he's probably not going to play till he's 38. But they just gave him a fat signing bonus and they pushed everything else to the back.
So he's got no cap hit.
He played 1 year and then they cut him. And so it's just like, well, he made money, he played for 1 year, and now his cap hit's gone.
That's
And I
crazy.
think that's how it works. I
So
don't
it's
think
kind of like what they're doing with Josh Allen in Buffalo. They paid him $110 million up front and made his salary, 20-some million in the year, so that their cap hit, they can build a team around him.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like what Mahomes did too. His
Yeah.
whatever $500 million deal, which I don't know anything about that, but it's like they gave him money up front, push everything way back, so you can just continually sign people.
Yeah.
And he just
I
keeps
think they
getting
just
money.
gave him the city.
Yeah, they did.
They just gave him all of the land.
They
gave-
gave him part of the Royals.
They gave him the Royals. They gave him
I think he owns half of Missouri
I
now.
think he owns the AFC West as well.
He does own the AFC West pretty good.
That's a tough one because
Sorry, G-Bone.
What are you a fan of?
he's a Bronco fan.
Are you? Oh, dude. You mean the Denver 49ers? You guys have like 6 of my old teammates.
And
Relax.
Josie Jewell.
Yeah, you got the outlaw. You know what? How does Josie not get fined for that?
What's that?
Guns?
Yeah.
It's very quick.
Celebration. I'm calling you out, Josie.
I'll tell you
No,
what,
it's
he
phenomenal.
I'm
Does
telling
he
you
does
what.
it kind of sneaky.
Now that George said it, he's gonna get fined now.
You know,
He shoots from the hip.
every
He does- yeah.
time we play the Broncos, Kyle Shanahan goes, you know what? I shouldn't even say this, but he just he goes, he goes, this week, we got that linebacker, Walmart John Lynch's.
No.
Josie's gonna be pissed. Oh, I know, it's pretty funny. It's not always Walmart, but it's always like he was like, yeah, who's this off-brand John Lynch guy that
Great
got back?
value, John Lynch.
my
Something like
God.
that, basically. But hey, he always says he's a good player and he respects the shit out of him. But like when you see a white guy in 47, it's like John Lynch.
It is. It is.
It is John Lynch, but it is funny.
And Josie's, I don't know, he's turned up the swag when he went into the league.
He looks significantly better than he used to.
Oh, dude. But at Iowa, he was just that guy. He's like, okay, this guy's really good, but there's no.
But why? Why is this guy so good?
How is he good,
Yeah.
right? Like, how no one understands it, but he really gets to the ball a lot, right? Pretty unbelievable. So now you have this whole event,
Tight end you?
this whole thing,
Yes.
and your sponsor, is Charmin still a sponsor?
They are a flagship partner.
Because tight end, right?
Yeah, dude, toilet paper, tight ends. I mean, it's pretty much a match made in
Makes
heaven, let's
sense.
just be honest.
But though, isn't toilet paper a better partner with a loose end? If it's.
I wouldn't know from experience.
See, I do,
Oh,
and I have to use a lot of toilet paper.
All right, real question though. Are you a crunch it all up in a ball, or you'll fold in a nice.
Got to be a
little-
fold, right?
3 squares, fold it twice.
When I have really nice toilet paper, it's a fold. And then when it's like the super paper thin stuff, then it's just kind of like, how much do I need to not get it on my hands?
There's it's a balance there.
Yeah, that's just kind of like a mad science.
Okay, now honesty hour.
Oh, no.
Honesty hour. We're talking toilet paper.
Yeah, what's up?
You're using the thin shit.
Oh,
You don't know if you had a ply in there or not. Do you sniff your fingers to make sure you're
No,
clean,
what
or
are
do you
we
just go back to the
talking
toilet
about?
paper?
no. I do like a triple dip of toilet paper, and then I just go wash my hands no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
Yeah.
soap.
I have a.
I like to smell my
if you need
fingers,
to answer
get
a
some
call,
poop
you
in
can
my nose.
absolutely answer on podcast.
It's a spam risk, so I have no idea who's calling me.
Somebody got
423 area code. Anybody?
I want to go back to when
No.
you said you're too nice.
Yeah,
And
what's
you
up?
just let everybody. You want to invite everybody. You want to be on the list. Kind of speaks to what's going on right now. Somehow we made it to Nashville, and we're in your barn, and you've
Yeah.
got 100 people from unnamed company back here about to do a commercial, and you've got you've opened your world to what seems like everyone that's even remotely close. And I don't think a lot of people would do that. What is that about you? Do you not? You just love the chaos. You kind of thrive in the chaos.
Yeah, my life is wild.
It's got to be wild, man. Like when you text me a couple weeks ago and you go, Kluve, glad I saw this. I'm like, how does he even fucking see it? He must have 500 messages a day. Let me see your phone.
We're at.
See your phone.
Give me your
My
social.
phone's at 160.
160 text messages.
Yeah.
Just this morning.
No, in like the last couple days.
Okay. And what's your social security number?
Um,
But how do you handle that though?
I prioritize things.
Do you have a team? Do you have people who help?
No, I manage all my own stuff.
All of it.
Yeah.
You're
just have, like,
fucking
a-
crazy.
I know I am. I like now, like you'll see, like my marketing team. If I have like an ad I need to post, like they'll do my Twitter and some of that stuff for me, strictly because that I have accidentally posted sometimes the wrong things that they want me to post. I won't delete it. It says like post this now.
Oh, God.
And I'll like copy paste, and I'm like, that's your guys' fault. You
Sign
literally said copy and paste, so I'm gonna copy and paste it. So I stopped doing that. But like, so they'll post for me sometimes. But like, that's just like ads. But besides that, no, I do all my own social media: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
And you haven't gotten sick of that, managing that.
Sometimes it gets annoying, but like on those days, I literally just go into a dark hole and no one hears from me for like 48 hours, and then I'm usually pretty good.
You're like, okay, I'm back.
No, but I enjoy the chaos. I also I enjoy having people around. Like, I don't really like a quiet house. Doesn't really do well for me, but I like having people around. I like hanging out with my friends. It's just, dude, it's way too much fun.
And you live out here in the sticks, so you're like, well, if they make the effort to come out here, they fucking.
Yeah, like if you want to come see me, like my doors are almost always open. Like, I mean, I have people that use the gym even when I'm not down here too. It's just kind of fun for people to also like be able to use this space.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No, I just like, I live a wild life. I live a really fun life, and I like people to enjoy that. I like my friends to enjoy that with us. And I know this ride's not going to last forever, so I might as well enjoy it as best as I can right now.
Well,
and just win a lot of football games, win a Super Bowl, and then we'll have a lot more fun.
What are you? Year 6, year 7?
Going into year 7.
And
That's fucking nuts.
you have all this built. What feels like a setup that could last you and like you could be it's like, oh, this is never going to end. George is going to play for another 7 or 70 years in the NFL, and you can just use this to be. But like, let's look at statistics. It's like,
Yeah.
For most people, year 7 is you're lucky, and definitely you're on the back half of your career.
Allegedly, yeah.
I'd love to see you play for 20 more years, but
Till the wheels fall off, baby.
after that, do you just like disappear forever, or what are the plans here?
No, probably not. No, here, this partially is too, because like I don't ever want to be like detached from football.
Okay.
And so like
Sure.
there's spaces here, and like the field is here also too for one when my like kids want to use it at some point.
yeah.
And then like I'll do like tight ends and football. I'll do like football classes and stuff out here
Oh,
for
I
kids.
love that. Now, and you're gonna also need. Well, you're probably gonna have to extend the barn because a ring is gonna have to go in here.
That's going to be in another part of the property.
Okay.
I will have that at some point.
We have extensions planned on this place.
Oh yeah. No.
They're already doing one. Something's getting built right here.
Oh, that's a road right there.
Oh,
Or that'll be a road that goes all the way around. That'll be my new garage back there that Kittle Fest will be at. That'll be pretty fun.
But the WWE. You got a
Yeah.
little-
What about it?
yeah,
I know. I somehow they let me into WrestleMania. I don't know how the fuck they did that.
couple times Did you body check The Miz? Maybe?
So they asked me, they're like, hey, what move are you comfortable doing? Shout out the one called Manders.
Yes, let's go.
One of his finishers is the lariat.
Yep.
And I said, I want to do a lariat. And Triple H laughed at me. And he said, you're going to do a lariat then. I was like, yes, sir. So I literally did a lariat just for Steve Manders.
So, shout out Steve.
Was Steve there?
Yeah, Steve gave me, you should have seen him. He had the biggest smile on his
For
face.
the past, 7, 8 years, you've gone to WrestleMania with Steve?
Our first year was, the 2018 WrestleMania was our first year together. So, 18,
5 or
19,
6?
18, 19, 21, 22, 20. Yeah, we've gone to 4 or 5.
We went to Orlando or Tampa.
That was really fun.
Me, you, Claire, Steve, and your dad.
His dad.
His dad.
Yeah, it's his dad.
And we saw
Shit was so funny.
we saw Goldberg.
We did see Goldberg. I
Fuck,
forgot
that was
about
so
that.
sick. That was all the way back in like 2016.
Yeah, it was after our bowl game, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was after we just got blown out by Florida.
Either before. Yeah, it was after, I believe.
No, because you and me did the thing on the ice when we were riding the tricycles. Wasn't that you, me, and...
That wasn't me.
Oh, that was me, Calusi.
That was a hockey game.
That was a hockey game, but that was me, Calusi, and one other specialist.
Yeah.
Maybe McCarran.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Their specialists beat the shit out of us.
Is the WWE and the wrestling kind of passion that you have, is that one of the more cool elevation opportunities that you've gotten through kind of becoming more known? And
Dude, the cool thing about WWE is like they took care of me when I was a rookie. They took care of me. They've taken care of me every single year the whole way. And like it's always, I've never been with a company who's like their standard is so high. The way like you show up, they pick you up on a golf cart, they drive you to where you need to go, they introduce you to everybody that you want to talk to. If you want to sit and talk to a wrestler for 30 minutes, they do not care. You can sit and talk to them. They do not care if you want to see the show or not.
wow.
They're like, hey, I was in my seats, and one of the guys came and got me like, hey, Stone Cold's free. Do you want to talk to him at all? And I said,
Yes, I do.
yes, I'd love to. And they're like, hey, do you want to bring your whole family? And we had a group of like 6 people with us, and they hopped us all into a golf cart. They drove us to the back, and we sat and talked to Stone Cold for like 20 minutes.
That's unbelievable.
And they're like, hey, the Undertaker's right there. Do you want to talk to him too? I said, I would love to talk to the
Can
Undertaker.
you imagine if you're the other person and that person says, I don't really want to, no, I
I'm
don't.
good. No.
It's like so stupid. Like,
That's what's so cool too. Like the company's fantastic, and then everybody in the building's so nice. Like
Yeah.
the Undertaker was one of the nicest people I've ever talked to in my entire life. He actually talked to my wife more than he talked to me.
did you listen to his episode on Rogan?
No, I
He had
didn't.
a 3-hour episode on Rogan.
How amazing!
Awesome
Yeah,
episode.
dude, he's such a stud.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Do we have any other questions here? Like,
I'm just curious. Like, I'm just looking around here. I'm trying to think, what doesn't he have? Like, what else are we building?
What-
around
what-
here?
what do you
Like,
get-
What else do we need?
what does George get? What do you ask for gifts? What means a lot to you on a birthday or a Christmas? What do you give the guy who has everything?
I just want people's time because that's like the biggest thing you give to somebody. That's what I always talk about when I'm just thankful that people give me their time and give me their energy because I really fuck with that type of stuff. Because I know like I'm really busy, my friends are busy. We all got stuff going on in our lives. We all have parents, we all have grandparents that need help. We all have shit going on. We're all dealing with trauma. Like everybody's dealing with something. And so for you, like for people to give their time, come hang out with me, hang out, have a good time, have fun, create memories. That's the shit I care about.
It's the exact same thing I said to Grant. We did a little math equation just on your contract, not on all the other opportunities you have financially. And you sitting down with us right now, like technically you working an hour of time is worth like $15,000. And let me tell you,
We ain't got it.
if you're charging, Grant packed the shit because we don't have it.
Oh yeah, we're actually under an hour. We got to get out of here right now.
We are 10 minutes away from 9:15, which is a time I've been hearing. Bakhtiari shows up and he's like, "When we going? Where are we starting today?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Dave walks up at 8 and he's like, "We starting up here today?" And I was like, "Yeah, Dave, I'm not sure we're starting till about 9:15." He goes, "What
He's
the
like,
fuck
"Oh,
am I
gonna go-
doing here?"
I'm gonna go
already?"
cuss George out right now.
Oh, dude, that's my strength coach Josh. I fire him probably once a week.
Love that.
We haven't even started yet. My first day back, his first day back, he's fired because he forgot to call David Bakhtiari. That's tough. So, Josh, whenever you get here, I'll fire you, but then I'll fire you again, and you'll be back tomorrow, so it doesn't even matter.
So are you just now, like literally today, getting into the workouts, or how long have you been kind of?
So spring ball ended not this past Thursday, so like 10 days ago. So like I've done, whenever I break off from working out, like running and lifting, I basically just do yoga like twice a day, every single day.
I was doing yoga now, by the way. team yoga in the indoor.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we thought.
Is it like cat dog, downward dog? They just fucking yell at you.
No, I think they
Whistles
actually.
everywhere.
I'm pretty sure they bring in. I think they actually bring a yoga.
It's like a legit it's quiet.
Good. I hope so. That's good stuff. That's actually really beneficial. Good job,
They can
Iowa.
contract you back out to or your sister to go just do yoga sessions.
Iowa cannot afford George.
No, they can't. I don't know though. They spent a lot of money on us just eating food.
That is true. Gosh. Oh, I was back at Gray's when I was.
were?
Yeah, I was at Olivia Meckey's and Corey Keel's wedding, and the hotel we were staying at right downtown was like the new Gray's is right there. Oh my gosh, we went down there and Pete and Kim just
They're legendary.
They threw down.
they literally threw us at least $500 worth of food, and they're like, "Just take it. We don't need." And me and Pete Carr were like, "I mean, please take our money." Like,
Kim is they're unbelievable. We
Saints.
just saw them at whose wedding were we at? Bo's. And
oh yeah, how was that? Was it a butt show?
It's
How many
an hour.
shirts were off? All of them?
You know, I didn't see a whole lot
It
of
actually
shirts
stayed
off.
pretty
Oh no.
classy.
Yeah, the buttons got down there a little bit, but I don't think the shirts ever came off.
But Pete and Kim, they catered it. And Kim is literally the type of lady who, first of all, she knows everybody's name on the team, right? She has she printed out when they first came in, the pictures and names.
Memorizes it.
But if I asked her to babysit my new kid, she'd be like, yeah, I'll come to Des Moines and I'll babysit. They're unbelievable.
Hey, happy Father's Day, Kluve, by the way.
We've
You
already
wanna hear
talked
about
about
that?
it.
We talked about
I
it.
left my family on Father's Day yesterday to come see you. So
At like 6 o'clock in the morning on his very first Father's Day ever, he left
I
his
did
family.
see my
Peace
baby.
out. Peace out.
I
And
saw
this guy, and he's the guy who's going back to work for his own boss.
after
that is
14
it.
hours in Nashville.
I
Yeah.
I
Super
saw
smart.
my baby. I saw my wife, and they understood the opportunity that we
I don't
had.
think Kinley understood anything, actually. She still doesn't.
No, she doesn't. But she gave me a smile, and that was all. I
Ah, that's all you need, man.
Yeah.
She's like, I pooped.
Yeah, that's basically about it. So when does this all kick off? Tomorrow night?
Yeah, so Tuesday, I can give you the guys a run through real quick.
That'd be good because we don't know it.
Yeah, so everyone flies in on Tuesday. First thing scheduled Tuesday night. It's literally just like a welcome party. We have a whole rooftop of a hotel rented out. Awesome thing about Nashville is every single spot has rooftop bars, rooftop restaurants. It's really fun, and Iowa City's kind of getting to that too, which is really cool.
The view.
Yeah, a couple of spots, and it's really fun. Have a view, see outside, good weather, good food, good drinks.
Love it.
And so we have that, and then usually that turns into a really fun after party, random spot downtown. And we'll just usually probably have I have some really great connections on Broadway, and so I'll just hit them up, and they give all these private areas for us to hang out, and we'll probably roll 30 to 50 deep. Something like that, maybe more, who knows. Whoever wants to go out. And then Wednesday and Thursday are pretty similar. Wednesday, and it's cool too, none of this stuff starts until 10:30, 11 o'clock. So Nashville's a really fun city. So guys can go out.
I told that to Grant. I'm like, I don't think this is the thing where they're like, hey, we got an 8 a.m. wake up.
No. The earliest thing you can get is at 8 a.m. that we have IVs available if you do want to get an
I love
IV.
it.
We have yoga available at 9 a.m. My sister does that 2 days. So it's yoga from 9 to 10. Guys hop on a bus at 10:30. We have breakfast at the facility. And then it's we have 2.5 hours of classroom talk. So like I said, we'll do some type of welcome thing. Kelsey's going to get up there and he's going to talk about, for example, hey, this is how I run a basic route, which is a 12-yard in-cut route. This is how I run it versus quarters coverage, which is 4 DBs. This is how I run it versus cover 2 deep safeties, cover 1 high safety, or how I run it versus man coverage, and why I'm running it these different ways.
That's sick.
So it's really cool because you watch these guys. You watch Travis Kelce, you watch me, you watch Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Goddard. You watch them run routes. You're like, okay, that was a sick play, but why did you do that, right? And so now this is the point of time to use. You can ask guys those questions, and that's what's really fun about it. So Travis is going to do that. I told you I'm talking gap scheme on Wednesday. Very excited about that. Got it. It's power, counter.
Iowa.
That's the good stuff. And got some fun highlights with that. And then, let's see, after that, I think Jordan Reed's going to coach releases. And then we take all that stuff to the field. We'll be on Vanderbilt's field.
And you go drill it.
Yeah, so we'll do my speed guy down here that I've worked with. One of the reasons I moved to Nashville, Jeremy Holt. He does 45 minutes worth of warm-ups, drills, get your feet going, get a full sweat on so guys feel comfortable running and stuff like that. And this is we don't try to kill guys at all. It's go at your own pace. We're going to give you drills. We kind of provide drills for guys to take home with them And if you want to add this to your guys' routine, this is what works for Travis Kelce. This is how I work on my run game footwork. This is how I work on my bursts out of cuts and stuff like that. And so we'll take that to the field. That's about 3 hours. And Wednesdays, what's really cool, one of our other partners, Bridgestone, we partner with them. We're bringing in like 200 high school and middle school kids to talk literacy. And so we'll have like 15 to 20 guys at an auditorium. We're going to break into groups, and we'll just talk about like why staying in school is important, why reading is important. And reading's like total sidebar here, but like a lot of guys have foundations. I don't have my own foundation yet. I do three things. Iowa Children's Hospital. I do stuff with the military, like TAPS and emerging vets and players, which brings together veterans and like retired athletes, because it brings like the locker room back to guys who struggle with leaving that life, which is definitely an issue. And then the other thing I do is like literacy in kids, because everyone's on their phone these days and no one really reads. And like I have a comic book character tatted on my hand. I have multiple comic book characters tatted on my hand. So we're almost done. We're going to get kicked out of here. But this literacy event's pretty cool. We're donating like 50 Calvin and Hobbes books to the middle schoolers, so we're going to read about that. Everyone else is going to be hanging out.
Dude,
there's Josh
did
Cuthbert.
Josh stick his finger in an outlet?
Yeah. Teasy. Yeah, so the boys are here.
Oh, yeah.
We're live right now.
Come here.
You're good.
You already got fired twice.
No, actually, he gave me a big hug. He's like, yo, I totally understand. Should have communicated it better. Professional.
You got fired live on the show.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this
And I'm about to fire your ass up, too, with that hair. What did you walk in here? Look, come on, dog. What is happening?
7 months, no cuts.
Yeah, Teasy, you want to come in real quick?
Yeah,
Come on.
absolutely.
Yeah, I like it. It's goofy. I like it.
Dee-dee.
What up, Teasy?
Especially if I
The
put
dogs
my
are going to
fucking-
run this
my
whole
shit
thing.
It's all like curly Q.
Hi, baby. Hey, everybody.
Everybody loves it.
So this was the walk-ons.
Teasy, sit right here.
Ready to
dude.
work?
Not sure where the content goes from here, but this is about it.
Shut this shit down.
this
Let's
is-
work out, dude.
Yeah, we're going to work out.
Trent Taylor, Louisiana Tech University, 5th-round draft pick, 49ers, currently badass for the Cincinnati Bengals. And
One
punt
thing that
returner.
people don't know about George that you know about George.
One thing that I know about George, whoa,
Something deep.
I don't know. We were roommates our rookie year in San Francisco because we have no money at that point.
Was that back in like the Panda Monday days?
It's Panda Monday.
Yeah. So we're OGs together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he lived, it was me, Claire, Trent, and JP Flynn from Benton, North Iowa.
Shout out to Popes.
Okay.
Big shout out Popes, man.
And you guys were just that feels OG. That feels like a squad.
It was fun. It was a blast.
There's like 8 guys that lived in the same apartment building as us, so it's like being in the dorms
Yeah.
again.
God.
This guy would barge into my bedroom every morning to wake me up.
And he would touch you.
I
and
would
stuff?
lock my door and everything, but he would just go like find a hanger, unlock it. He's like, "Hey, let's go, get up." Like,
I love
dude,
it.
get the hell out of my room, please.
Well, the dogs are about to crash this whole set. George has to finish his breakfast, and I guess we're working out. So thank you guys for listening, watching. Okay,
Like and subscribe.
We're fucking out. Like and subscribe. Hit the fucking notifications. See ya.